What is up, everybody? We are back on the Atlanta Thrashers franchise mode here in NHL 21. We just completed the expansion draft, and now it's time for the entry draft. We have the 5th overall pick in the draft, so we should get a pretty decent prospect. Now, I went ahead and did the pre-draft interviews off-screen because frankly, they're boring. The pre-draft interviews are boring, so I'm gonna tell you what I did. I interviewed this man. I figured it's no real use interviewing the top 2 prospects. We're not gonna draft them. They're gonna be gone by the time the 5th pick rolls around. So I figured I'm going to interview the top-ranked center because you always need a center. That is the man I want to draft the most. He is my number 1 on my draft board because two-way forward, he's a center. I mean, the man is 6'3". Man, he could be a real problem. He kind of looks like somewhat of a Quentin Byfield, maybe more defensively responsible than Quentin Byfield, but, you know, the same overall type of player, I guess. He's big, he's a centerman, he's strong, he's defensive. You like that. You like to see that. We also decided to interview this left defenseman. He told me he's a two-way defender, which is cool. And this defenseman is also a defensive defenseman, so if we have a chance, we're going to pick the two-way because I did pick a few defensive guys in the expansion draft. So, we'll see. We'll see who is available. I figured let's just interview the centers and the defensemen because wingers are they're just wingers. You can find wingers anywhere, really. You can just find some in free agency. So, let's get to the draft, y'all. We have every pick in every round because we're an expansion team, so we didn't have a chance to trade that away yet. So let's start the NHL Entry Draft. I'll tell you right now, I am not trading my 5th overall pick because that would just be a really bad idea. Okay, so the first 2 picks. Oh my god, the Oilers got the 2nd overall pick. Alright, even as an Oilers fan, I'm getting annoyed by this, but alright, 2nd overall pick, they draft a good player. The Sens, they draft a pretty damn good player as well. The Red Wings also draft. Damn, bro, that's the player I wanted. They draft him at 4. That sucks. That really sucks. And now we have just under 3 minutes to make our pick. I think it's pretty simple, man. We take the defensive defenseman or the two-way D who's high elite. Ooh, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But defensemen are more valuable and more difficult to find than wingers. He's also 17, which is good. We're gonna draft this defenseman because we don't need another defensive defenseman. So boom, we got a medium top 4. That's fine. That's pretty fine. Watch the Sens. They're gonna draft the other defenseman. He's gonna be like elite as fuck. Oh, he is, but he's a defensive defenseman. Like I said, we needed the top 4. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Let's simulate to the next pick. I think that says pick 30, and now we don't know anything because we just started, and so we didn't have time to draft anybody or to scout anybody. So at this point in the draft, I'm pretty much just going to go off of need, I guess. And we do need some wingers, but at the same time, my man's man, I don't know shit about any of these. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, duh, I've done this draft like 6 times. I know the elites. Like, okay, cool. That's fantastic. This is my first time doing the draft. I don't know who's rated elite and who's not. All right, so we're just gonna pick players based off of position. Matter of fact, we might need to auto-draft this. We might actually need to auto-draft this because, yeah, I'm gonna let my scouting department do this. This is just not... The first pick was the first pick. I really wanted to make that. Other than that, we don't really have anything for us, and we're not going to get a trade offer for any of the picks, so there you go. Those are the gentlemen that we drafted, because really we didn't have time to scout anybody, because we literally just started. So, here comes the fun part, the Resign Phase. Get this tutorial out of my face. Unless you change something drastically, I know how the shit works. Alright, go to contracts. Let's see what we got. We did draft a few players that were not expiring, and you see... we did draft some players that were expiring, like Thomas Tatar. I figured let's take a chance on him, see if he wants to re-sign. He does not want to re-sign with the team, so that's unfortunate, which means we're not going to offer him a contract right now. The reason why is because I want to sign everybody else, see what the cap situation is looking like, and see if we can afford to overpay Tatar to sign him back. If not, that's fine. We're not going to sign him. Other than that, we have Mr. Ryan Strome, who's an 84 overall playmaker. Man, he wants to re-sign? That's very good. Those are some pretty decent players that want to re-sign here. And here is the controversial thing that I did with goaltenders, drafting 5 goalies. A lot of people assume that means I have 5 goalies. No, I only have 2. I have a 34-year-old who is definitely going to be trade bait. Godobin has a little bit of an extension, but we're probably going to trade him, or he's going to be my backup for a little bit. And the other guys, we didn't know if they wanted to re-sign. For example, boom, Blackwood doesn't want to re-sign. We're probably going to get some draft picks out of him because he's restricted free agent. That's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. And this man's right here, Thatcher Demko. Only at 81 overall, but his status as an elite is probably going to be a pretty decent trade bait for us. Or, like I said, we're going to get some valuable assets from him. Other than that, we can just sign whoever we want because these 2 goalies have pretty decent contracts. And if we manage to sign Ranta, then one of them becomes trade bait. It's that simple. You don't have to take the roster that you draft into the season with you. You don't have to do that. So, Ranta, he wants to re-sign. That's fantastical. Let's just see if we can get you on a decent deal. Can we get you at 3 years? If we can get you at 3 years at $4 million, I would be just perfect with that, Mr. Ranta. Okay, other than that, these 2 gentlemen, we are going to qualify so that if somebody wants to snatch them away, we'll have a chance to match or not. And if we do, then there you go. Trade pieces, okay? Goalies have pretty decent trade value at times. At least that's how it is in the real NHL, so that's what we wanted to do. Oh, Jake DeBrusk. Woo! Let's qualify Jake DeBrusk, y'all. That is a important piece to our future and our present, because Jake DeBrusk is that kind of motherfucker, man. He is good right now. So we're going to qualify these other 2 gentlemen as well. 82 at 22 years of age. I like you. I really like you, Ethan Bear. There you go. Other than that, we have a pretty decent team, man. It's not nothing special, but I like where this is going. I really like where this is going. You don't want to re-sign. I don't want to overpay an 80 overall. Get the fuck off my team. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. And I'm not going to go ahead and try to find some 5th round pick for an 80 overall player's draft rights. Okay, that's just a waste of my fucking time. Okay, so 80 overall at 27, that's a decent player. 80 at 25, that's also a decent player. Do you do anything? Teddy Bluger, you are a 2-way forward. We need those. Okay, we'll qualify you. We'll qualify you for sure. You don't want to re-sign, that's fine. Get off my team. And other than that, these are the rookies that we drafted. This is our 1st round pick. He is a top 4, 17 overall. He's 66, so we can just hold his rights for a little bit. That's what we're going to do. Every player here, we're just going to hold their rights because they're not going to make the NHL or the AHL with that kind of overall rating, so we'll let them develop in their home leagues. Other than that, we have a pretty decent start here on the Atlanta Thrashers. I would really like to bring back Thomas Tatar, but I just really... I don't know if I want to overpay for him, okay, specifically. Now, let's see what we got. We can re-sign Ryan Strome, who is unrestricted now. I would like to give you... Ooh, Ryan, you're going to be our 2nd-line center at that kind of money, just under 5? I like that. I actually like that a lot. Can we talk you down just a little bit? Because you want to re-sign. If we can talk you down to 4.6 for those next 5 years... Man, we're going to have our 2nd-line center on lock just like right there. And potentially a little bit of our 1st-line center for a while because we don't really have a 1st-line center right now. So Ryan Strome is going to get the opportunity that he wants. Jake DeBrusk, what do you want, though? You want a 5-year deal as well? At not a whole lot of money. Oh, my God, Jake DeBrusk? We might be able to... If that's what he wants for 5 years, what do you want for 7? 4.4. I feel like that's a good... We're going to give you 4.5. Jacob? Yeah, Jake DeBrusk, 4.5. Can you... Yeah, can you do that, please? Please do that. And the reason why I went over his asking price is because I really want him to sign for 7 years. I feel like we're not going to get bit on that contract. Zachary on the attackery also wants an extension, so we're going to go ahead and negotiate with him. 2 years at $2 million. I like that. I actually like that. We're going to try to talk him down a little bit. If we can get 2.5 for 2 years, that'd be great. Other than that, I'm not going to fight Zach Hyman too hard. He's a good player. He's going to get... He produces, which is what we really need. Now, let's just look at the positional depth chart. Yeah, see, this is the thing. We don't really have centers right now, but it's fine. It's fine. Free agency is coming. Now, I'm going to advance the day. I didn't have to back out of that, but whatever. We just did it anyway. We didn't have to do that, but it's all good. See what happens. We have Jake DeBrusk. He re-signed. So we have Jake DeBrusk for 7 years. $4.5 million for 7 years. He's going to play in our top 6 all 7 of those years, so I am not mad at that. Ryan Strome, second line center. Yes, sir. Antti Ranta's back. Let's go. Zach Hyman. So Ryan Strome wanted to fight us a little bit, which is fine. You know what? At 5 years, listen. If we can get 4.75, I'm just trying to get as much money out of these gentlemen as I can. Hopefully we can manage to do it. Now, obviously, that would not leave us a whole ton of cap space, but we can make trades. We're allowed to make trades. Don't worry, it is possible. Teddy Bluger, you might be needed here. Ooh, you want a lot of money, Teddy? Shit, son. I don't think that's good, man. I don't. How about 1.8, bro? If you don't want to re-sign with us for that much money, I am okay with letting you walk. Don't even get it twisted. Adam Lowry, 3 years at 1.8. I don't mind the 1.8. I just 1 year for Adam Lowry. That's pretty much all that we're gonna do with that. All right, you no longer have the cap space. Okay, easy to say. That's because we signed Ryan Strome. Excellent. So we signed Strome and Bluger, and now we don't really have the cap space to do anything else, but those are the big guys that we wanted to sign up. Unfortunately, that means we have to say goodbye to Thomas Tatar, which is okay. All right, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. We have these two guys qualified, so they won't just walk away from us. Other than that, Lowry is just, we're going to have to find a spot for him, and we can always replace him in free agency. So that was the re-sign phase. It was pretty quick, but it was what it was, man. We made a couple of deals, and yes, I will trade one of the goalies as soon as the game allows me to, which is going to be on July 1st. So let's go right now, and let's trade somebody. For example, the New York Islanders want Cam Talbot, so I'm going to go ahead and throw Calvin DeHaan in there, and in exchange, we will hopefully get Anthony Beauvillier. They're not particularly interested. Okay, well that's fine. Can we give you a third round pick? Because they have tuned the value of some of these draft picks, and holy moly, the third round picks can sometimes sway the trade. So if we do that, we can get Anthony Beauvillier. There you go. Boom. We just got Beauvillier. All right, so that's one of the goaltenders gone. We just got cap space, and we just got a pretty darn good center. So we're slowly getting rid of our surplus, but at the same time, making cap space and getting players that we need. And similarly, the Carolina Hurricanes are in desperate need of a goaltender. They actually don't have one, so we will slide them Anton Khudobin along with Chris Tanev, and we are going to trade them for Jake Gardiner. And the reason why we're doing that is Gardiner is younger, and he is also a two-way defenseman, whereas Tanev is a defensive defenseman. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get Fugel out of it, who is a power forward. You need that for chemistry, and a second-round pick. So hopefully... Oh, that actually didn't work. Oh. Just isn't there whatsoever. Okay, so the second round pick is a little aggressive. Like I just said, the draft picks are pretty substantial. Can we get 2/3 out of you though? Because I feel like that would be a little bit more fair. Can we do that? No, we cannot. Okay, can we just do 1/3? We still cannot. You guys are being a little stingy right now, not gonna lie, but hopefully a fourth will do it. Thank you. All right, so that, just like that, we have solved pretty much all of our problems. Because now what we can do is go to free agency. We can sign Mackenzie Blackwood, who is going to be hopefully our backup if he wants to accept this contract. And look at us. Look at us. Suddenly we have cap space. You feel me? Suddenly it doesn't look like we're so cap strapped after all. And we've got a couple of pieces that we needed, and we kind of rebalanced the way that our team was built, because we had a lot of the same player, and now it's a little bit better. Because now look at our roster. We have 4 NHL level centers. Now, Bluger on the third line is not ideal, but at 80 overall, the game does say he's a third liner. So hopefully he's not going to be too much of a detriment to our team with his 80 overall. As far as left wingers go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NHL caliber left wingers with a pretty decent one at the top end. As far as right wingers go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, NHL caliber right wingers, and we're going to have a pretty darn good top 3 as far as that goes. Defensemen, look at us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NHL level defensemen, and goaltenders. Once Blackwood signs, we're going to have 2 NHL level goalies. We're going to figure out what to do with Thatcher Demko. He might be trade bait. He might just be restricted free agent compensation for us. Whatever the case ends up being, we're going to get some assets, some level of assets out of Demko. If not, I'm going to sign him. I'm going to play him in the minors, and hopefully he develops past his 81, but I don't think he will. That's a little bit of, we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But then we just have to sign basically an AHL level goaltender, which is not going to hurt our cap. And all of a sudden, we look like a pretty decent team with a little bit of damage to do here, should we want to do it in free agency. And honestly, if we could sign a good third line center, because I don't really trust Teddy Bluger on that third line, it would be good, but I still... I don't feel like that's too wise of a move to make at this point, because we don't know if Teddy Bluger's good on the third line. Oh my goodness, they want Mackenzie Blackwood's. Oh hell no, Philly, you are tripping. I'm not doing that. Are you serious? Hell no, some low ass picks. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Boom, Mackenzie Blackwood is on board. You are not getting Mackenzie Blackwood now that he's signed. You are out of your mind. And we have an offer sheet for Thatcher Demko. Signed a $1.3 million deal for 2 years. We are actually going to... we're going to match, but we're going to say, remind me in 6 days to fuck over the Los Angeles Kings. Now, the Sabres want to give us a second-round pick for... No, stop. Blackwood's going to be our tandem goalie, okay? I don't want you to have him, like at all, because he's going to be our goalie of the future, too. He's going to be our starter eventually. So there you go. Just like that, we're chilling. And we got about $5 million of cap space. Now, like I said, we do need to sign an AHL level goaltender, but that should not be a problem. That should be just minor starter. A minor league. Actually, we need a minor league backup is what we need. There you go. We're going to sign some random guy. Ends up being Justin Coro? I don't, whatever. Coro is going to be the guy. Yeah, okay, so there you go. We found him. And maybe, you know what? Maybe since we have the room, let's investigate what we can find for centers. Since we have the room, you see, can we get a power forward at a decent rate? It seems pretty reasonable. He wants a 3-year deal. He's 27. That's perfectly fine with me. And that 2.7... if he's our third line center, that doesn't hurt us that much. We're gonna overpay by 50 grand, because you got to overpay a little bit to get certain free agents. So hopefully that takes care of the third line issue. And if it does, then all of a sudden we have a surplus of forwards, because we already have 2 guys that are NHL level that are going to be scratched. So if he does sign, then we have a surplus. We can use it in trades. Carolina, I am not interested in giving you Mackenzie Blackwood, not like at all. Okay, Bukestad is going to sign with us. Coro is going to sign with us. Excellent. And just like that, we have an NHL team. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, though, because now we do have to make a decision between Connor Brown and our boy Ethan Bear. Now, I think Ethan Bear has a higher ceiling than Connor Brown. He's 5'11". He's 23 years old with a top 4 potential. As far as Connor Brown goes, he's got that top 6 potential. He's a little older, though. He's not gonna turn into a top 6 player. Now, he is a 2-way forward. Not a bad player to have, but I think for the health of our organization and considering how important defensemen are, I think Ethan Bear might have to be the one that we sign. So we're going to see if we can do it with the limited cap space that we have. And if we can't, then, I mean, it is what it is. Guess what we're going to have to do in that case? We're going to just literally just trade him. Okay, so Ethan Bear wants, he wants $3.97 million. Fuck, man, that's a long time. For 6 years? So hopefully that can help us a little bit, because listen, Ethan, what if we just sign a nice short bridge deal, okay, and we just do it like that. Now, I know that it's probably not going to be that enticing to him, but since he's a restricted free agent, we kind of have a little bit of retention power here. So $2 million for 2 years. Let's just kick the can down the road. Let me figure out our roster flexibility. I'm going to make cap space for you, okay? I'm sacrificing Connor Brown for you right now. I forgot about Mr. Thatcher Demko, and he is $1.3 million. We're actually going to match that, which means we no longer have the cap space for one. Actually, he's in the AHL. That's going to bury some of him. I don't want to trade you Mackenzie Blackwood for the last fucking time, mate. And we are going to have decided to reject your offer. Okay, you're not coming to the table with enough cash. Okay, we're going to go to trades, and we're going to see if we can make a trade for cap space. I'm not against doing that. Now, those top two guys, pretty much untouchable. I don't want to get rid of either of those. Pesci, I really like Pesci, so we don't want to do that. Gardner is a little expensive, so we could flip him, but if we look at it a little bit more logically, Colin Miller is not going to be of any use to us, so we could probably trade Colin Miller. Now, the Devils have a fuck ton of cap space, mate, so if they just can get a player for very cheap, that would be just the best. Give me a 4th round pick, and we can just go to the bank with that. You can just take his cap hit, and we can just get out of here. All right, thank you, Colin Miller. Sorry, bud. We had to make some cap moves. All right, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying to sign Ethan Bear, okay? Like, I know this is technically not getting value back for Colin Miller, but the reality of the situation is this is not just a trade for a 4th round pick. It's basically a trade for a 4th round pick and Ethan Bear. So in that case, that looks a little bit more enticing. Now, Ethan, I will still do the bridge deal for you. It drives the price down on what you're asking for. He wants 3.4, so I'll give him 3.25 for 2 years, Ethan. I feel like that is a little bit more fair. We do have plenty of cap space, but I'm trying to give myself a little wiggle room should we need some trades throughout the season. We're going to see if that happens. If not, I mean, we can always trade Thatcher Demko. I was extremely happy to accept. There you go. Boom! Okay, so we got Ethan Bear, and now we, like I said, probably don't have a whole lot of cap space. Yeah, we have $3 million of it. We could sign Connor Brown. I think there's an actual conceivable way that we can also sign Connor Brown. Now, he wants $4 million. Connor, you're not getting $4 million. You're just not. Like, at all. Holy shit, Connor. You are out of your mind, son. $4 million is not happening, dude. We're going to wait for a team to offer sheet him. He's not going to fucking get any of that. And you know what? If the season gets here and he hasn't been offer sheeted yet, we're just going to trade his rights. That's perfectly fine with me. All right. So now we have an NHL team. We have Ethan Bear. We have everything under control. All right. Can we just decline through the sim? I need a decline through sim button. I'm not getting Travis. I don't want Travis Zajac, bro. Not at all. Nope. Trash trade. I'm just not having any of these trades. See? A 3rd and a 5th for 2 4ths and Tyler Pitlick. That's not bad, man. That is actually not bad. Holy. They're practically just giving me Tyler Pitlick. Hold on. What do you do? What do you do on the ice, Tyler? You are 79 overall, 2-way forward. Nah, we have better players than you. Sorry, Tyler. Not gonna happen. You got to stay in Arizona for now, which is unfortunate. A 3rd and a 4th. No, I'm not giving you Mackenzie Blackwood. It's not happening. We're running with a tandem. No, fuck off, mate. Why Mackenzie Blackwood is on this trade block. I don't want to get rid of him. I don't want to get rid of Ethan Bear. I definitely don't want to get rid of Josh Manson. Connor Brown, though, that's something, and I will actually take calls. I will take calls on Thatcher Demko, because he does have a lot of trade value, so there you go. Oh, see? Thatcher Demko, a 3rd and a 4th? Fuck off. Like, Thatcher Demko is still decent. Like, Jesus. Jay Beagle? No thanks. No fucking thanks. It's not happening. See, a 2nd and a 5th from the Ottawa Senators. That's not any draft pick right there. That is the Ottawa Senators 2nd rounder. We might revisit that. I'm not taking Jay Beagle. Stop. It's not happening. It's just not happening. But if the Sens come back with something different, like if they ask me again, I just might take that trade, because that Sens second rounder is practically a first rounder. They are going to be bad. Casey Cizikas, not really. Not that interested in Casey Cizikas, if I'm being... Stop! Jim, stop calling me. I will block you, bro. Ha! And guess who accepted their qualifying offer? Connor Brown. That's right, motherfuckers. All right, so let's look at the lines. Oof. The edit coach can help. Sure, we can have the assistant coach help. David Perron with Ryan Strome and Voracek. Now, can we finagle the lines in a manner that helps us win some games? Anthony Beauvillier is young, so putting him on the first line would actually help. Giving him Voracek would also help. Okay, we're gonna do that because it helps the chemistry. Ryan Strome plays there. Zachary on the attacker. Oh, we want Jake DeBrusk up there. Yes, sir. Sorry, Zach, but you're gonna have to take a little bit of a cut as far as the role that you're going to get goes. Now, Jordan Eberle is a good player. He is a good sniper. Do we really want to put him on the third line? I mean, Nyquist is also a very good player. I like both of these guys. Shit, son. Nyquist is older, so he's going to decline faster, so we're going to put him on the second line to try to offset that. Okay. As far as this goes, this is, okay. You know what? It's not the best. Man, I don't want to have Zach Hyman on the fourth line, but I mean, he is a two-way forward, and he's going to get penalty kill time. He's probably not going to be too thrilled with that kind of playing time, but Fogel, however you pronounce that, is a top six forward potential, and he actually helps our first line. However, it would be kind of stupid to put David Perron on the third line or lower. Yeah, that doesn't really help us right now. So what we're going to do is keep the lines as is right now, and that's pretty much what it's going to be. However, can we put Jake DeBrusk on the first line? Putting Jake DeBrusk on the first line gives it a boost, but removes the boost from the second line. If we switch back Ebbs, it's not going to work. I don't want Perron on the third or fourth line. If we do this, though, yeah, no, that's... I'm not a big fan of that because, you know, David Perron is an 86. Yeah, no, that's not worth the +1. That's not really worth the +1. What if we just do this? Does that thing... No, that doesn't work at all. Okay, well, it's less than ideal. But Jake DeBrusk needs to be on the first line, I feel. Yeah. You know what? We're going to do that. It's going to help Beauvillier. It's going to help Voracek decline a little slower. So, we definitely have some chemistry issues to iron out. But it ain't too bad. Oh, that would actually help. If we can do that. Give Hyman a little bit less time. Give Vogel more time. Vogel's 24, though. He's not going to grow that much anymore. Hyman can score, man. He actually can. I don't know if I want to... What does the game say he is? He says he's a third-line scorer. The game says Vogel is also a third-line scorer. So you know what? It might be beneficial to the team to do that. I'm so sorry, Zach. We're going to give you some power play time, okay? As far as defense goes, oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is the strength of our team right here. The +3 chemistry on the first two pairs. Like, out of the box. This team is dope. And just changing it, I'm not in the business of changing that. Gardner, Stetcher maybe. Nah, see, Stetcher's not that young anymore. He's not. I keep thinking he's one of those really young guys. He's not. Ethan Bear, if we put him on the second pair, does not get a +3. If we put him on the the first pair, it gives him a +1. But Ethan Bear, his potential is only top 4. It's only top 4, and right now... Oh, his role is top 4, though playing him under his role would not be ideal. What if we place Gardner and Bear? Does that work? Oh, God bless. Let's go. So we get to shelter Gardner at 5-on-5 and use him on the power play. That gives us +3 in every single pair. Let's go. That's good. That's good. I really like that. Our goaltending, it's going to be a tandem with Ranta and Blackwood. That should be pretty decent. And we have Teddy Bluger and Valerie Nichushkin as our spares. Now, special teams. This could be. I said I would put Hyman on the first, or I said I would give him power play time. I will give him power play time. That's not gonna be something that I take back. Jake Gardner is a good defenseman on the power play, so we're going to take Nyquist off of the first line power play in favor of Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle, with his right-handed shot, is going to be able to get the one-timers, and he has a pretty darn good slap shot as well, so that could help. We are going to keep DeBrusk on there. Connor Brown, Beauvillier. Actually, Beauvillier on the first power play unit, please. Strome can be on the second. I actually really like this. Actually, we're going to flip these two around for one-timer opportunities. And then the second power play unit, Connor Brown, Strome, Perron. I'm not a big fan of having Connor Brown on that power play unit. We're going to put Nyquist at forward, Connor Brown on defense. What if we just put Troy Stetcher back there? What if... I mean, they're saying that we're not using Matthias Ekholm. I mean, he's a two-way, right? Yeah, he's a two-way. I want to put Matthias Ekholm on my point. Okay, changing current line. We're going to do that. It's not really helpful to our power play unit. I want DeBrusk. Actually, I want DeBrusk to have first power play time. Not Voracek. Yeah, okay. So Voracek's going to give us a boost on the second power play. This is actually not bad. This is not a bad second power play. It is a little bit annoying that we don't have a plus in chemistry, but that's all good. Penalty kill. Oh my goodness, our first unit is +5 with Achari and Hyman, and our second unit is +3. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. I like this lineup. I think we've done a good job so far, but you go ahead and you tell me. Man, I am really excited about that defense core. That is what I wanted to build the Atlanta Thrashers on. Ooh, set captains. Set captains. I don't think we should have a captain in Atlanta. I think we should just run 3 alts. Oh, we should definitely not have David Perron as a captain. My goodness. I will listen in on Zachary on the Attackery as an alternate, Jake Voracek as an alternate, and David Perron. Really? We're going to have 3 wingers that are alternates? I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. We don't really have a captain material center either. I think if anything, if we were to give out a captain personally, I think it would have to be Matthias Ekholm. But I don't know. I will definitely take away David Perron's alternate. These are 3 pretty decent players to have as an alternate, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to remove David Perron. I'm going to give it to Matthias Ekholm. But go ahead in the comments and let me know. Let me know. I think we should let somebody stand out and earn the captaincy before we name a captain. Other than that, though, let me know who should be the alternate or assistant captain if you're nasty. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section what you think. But that is going to be the Atlanta Thrashers. I feel like we got a good team, man. I actually feel like we got a solid team, and this is going to be exciting. Next video, we will watch the first game for the Atlanta Thrashers. Well, we'll watch the home opener together. I feel like that's going to be cool. We're going to put it on True Broadcast. It's going to be nice. I'm going to do commentary. It's going to be great. Other than that, no, that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hook your boy up and punch the like button to the face button and hit a lot of a comment and subscribe. I'm G20, man. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for your time, and I'm out this bitch. Peace.